Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some more virtual reality news for PCVR, PSVR 2 and MetaQuest platforms. And today, once again, we starting from Aces of Thunder. And this is the latest videos that the developer just shared on their social, so I wanted to introduce the video to you. And they shared some more information about the game as well. So what you can see here is the cockpit of one of Japanese aircrafts in the game. And what the developer saying in the post is that you don't need to learn Japanese, unless you want to, I don't know, to know what's going on the cockpit, because a quick look at the instruments and the name of them will be displayed to you in your native language, your selected language, let's say, but also you can turn it off if you want authenticity. Now, like I said before, this game, it looks to me like it started with a much smaller scope, and the developer keep adding and adding, and with each video, like even little details like that what they add in, you know, it's they really kind of gone to town on this game, and it's gonna be, it looks like it's gonna be proper big AAA like release. But when it's gonna be? Now, I said it many times, the adverts are already popping in to wishlist the game. They keep updating their social posts more and more, so I'm assuming very soon, even if not the release date, hopefully we get some sort of announcement of the release date. I don't know, but that's what I'm expecting. Anyway, note on the side here, when I look at the cockpit in this game, it's really so detailed and looking so good. Definitely high-end VR at its finest. So whenever I get the release date or whenever the developer announces it, I will let you know. So for all the future updates on Aces of Thunder, stay tuned to the channel, and as soon as I know, I will let you know. Okay, let's move on to the another story, and let's talk about another game. This one is called Quantum Threshold, and it's just got announced for the PCVR platforms, but also MetaQuest platforms as well. It's coming this year. You can wishlist it now. You can see it in the background, and this is a game that features wheelchair type locomotion. And there was a game in past, I forgot the name of it now, quite a few years ago, when you got same kind of similar type of wheelchair movement, and in VR, when you sit on chair, you know, it kind of works pretty cool. So even though it sounds strange on paper, it's actually quite cool in gameplay. Anyway, the developers saying that this game is a cyberpunk shooter with roguelike gameplay, whose biggest difference from the shooting game is of course the locomotion system. Regarding the locomotion system, even in this trailer, what plays in the background, I can see like 3 guns being there, somehow held with your third arm. I'm assuming attached to your head, I don't know. But this wheelchair has quite a power. Well, the developer themselves saying that the wheelchair is your most powerful weapon. Anyway, moving on to the other story, let's quickly talk about Stellar's plans on PC. The game got 2.0 update, so I'm gonna try to play it soon as I get some time. But also the game released already on Quest, you can get it on the store, and it's only cost €5.99. This is the effort by a solo developer that it looks pretty cool. So if you didn't have it yet, go check it out on the store. What I like is the fact that this game features like a future environment, but also medieval ones, so you get to fight like 3-headed dragon, which is pretty cool, and also you get to control some mechs, which are always pleasure to play in VR, plus there is some exploration to do. And now let's go back to V-Racer Hoverbike. I've been covering this game past last few days since the announcement. I've done the initial announcement video when they announced Quest version, also I've done new gameplay and preview, so go check it out if you want to. Really cool futuristic motor racer, but also there is some updates regarding the Quest version as well and multiplayer. So basically, when the game is launching on Quest later on this year, before the summer as the developers say, then there will be multiplayer mode, and the developer said on Steam that the multiplayer mode will have crossplay with PCVR version as well, And of course, with that Quest release, the PCVR version itself will get the update, because the game kind of didn't have an update for a while, and they saying each iteration of Steam updates kind of broke controller support, like your Xbox controller or whatever. But because nobody really uses the controller and they're using VR immersive leaning method mostly, they're gonna remove controller support, which I don't think anyone even cares about, but the good news is that they are bringing you the crossplay for this game. Okay, next story. Alliance Peacefighter. This is a linear, story-driven space sim in the style of 90s classics like X-Wing and Wing Commander, which is sound great to me, because this is a games that I used to love playing when I was very little boy without VR headset. As a newly qualified Alliance pilot, you find yourself caught up in a plot to break the fragile peace between two galactic superpowers. There is this game coming out on PCVR headsets and also for flat people. Here we spit on them. Them flat pathetic lives and flat terrible faces. So it's coming out in second quarter of 2025. But if you wish to try this game now, then the demo is available on Steam to download. I must say, this trailer promises what the description gives us. The game definitely looks very nice. Okay, and we need to speak about another game, and this one I am super excited for. The developer just said on Steam that just right now they could have finally displayed VR supported badge for this game. This is Remnant Protocol. This is a space flight sim with some strategy elements. As you can see in the background, it looks beautiful. It got announced over a year ago, but only as a flat game. But now finally they said it got VR game, and also they saying it was developed with VR in mind. It just didn't have badge on Steam before, but now it does. And look in the background how cool it looks, coming only to PCVR again, but you know, it's just looking great. Anyway, let me tell you the meaning, the message and the story. Generations after the assassination of the Blessed Mother, you take command of the Remnant forces, still faithful to the cause. From Sanctuary, your hidden rebel base deep in the outer territories, wage a guerrilla war against the usurpers, if I'm saying it right, who rule with oppressive authority over the galaxy. Your mission? To create an underground movement that will eventually bring down the totalitarian regime through acts of sabotage and subterfuge. Raid outposts, make alliances, manufacture ships, research new technologies, and lead your wingmates in battle. Outnumbered and outgunned against a sprawling empire, you must be resourceful as well as ruthless if you to succeed. Wow, it just sounds great. I like the part about being outnumbered and everything. That's gonna be great. So yeah, this game, apart from looking beautiful, looks like it's going to play beautiful as well. I was like hoping maybe I can find the demo, but I sadly cannot, so that's made me sad. But never mind. Now, I don't know exact release date. Their Steam page just say that the game will release in 2025. So at some point this year, but once it's out, I mean, we've got so many cool space sims coming. I mean, I spoke about one today. I'm gonna be all over this one, definitely. I really like it. So anyway, let me know in the comment section which games from today's video piqued your interest, and if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it. Bye.